Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a music festival inspired makeup tutorial to show you. I know Coachella is coming up soon, so I thought it would be perfect timing to share this look with you guys. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy watching, and let's get on to the tutorial. I'm gonna start off with my base because my skin is breaking out and I thought I'd save you guys from having to look at that for half the video. So I'm just taking some of the Benefit Professional Primer and working that into my skin. Then to cover up these bad boys, I'm using the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation in NC25 because it does have really good coverage. Although it can look really cakey if you apply too much, so just take it easy if you're using this foundation. And I'm just applying this all over my face using a damp Real Technique sponge. Okay, so now that you're not being distracted by the giant pimples on my face, I'm going to do my eye makeup. And as usual, I'm going to start off by priming them with my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. Then for eyeshadow today, I'm going to be using the Original Naked palette. And I'm going to start off by taking the shade Naked on a Sigma E35 brush, and I'm just working this into my crease as our transition shade. Then I'm going to go in with Sidecar on a flat shader brush, and I'm going to pack this all over my lid right up to my crease. There is a fair bit of like glittery fallout bits with this shade, but don't worry about it because we'll go in with our concealer soon and clean it up. So still with the same brush, I'm going to go in with the shade Buck to darken up the outer third of my eyelid, and then I'm going to take Buck on a MAC 217 brush as well and blend that into my crease using windscreen wiper motions. Now I wanted to add a little more definition to my outer V, so I'm taking the shade Dark Horse on that MAC 217 brush we already used, and I'm using it to gradually darken up the outer third of my lid and crease. Then once I'm happy with the shade, I'm going to take Creep on an angled liner brush and use it to line my top eyelashes. If you want, you can use an actual eyeliner for this. I just prefer the look of powder, and it's also one less product to use. Next, I'm going to use the Jordana Best Lash Extreme Volumizing Mascara and just apply a few coats to my top eyelashes. So whilst my mascara was drying, I filled in my eyebrows off camera. And for that I used the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Ebony. Then once that's all done, I'm going to stick on some fake eyelashes, and these ones are the Ardell Demi Wispies. Next I'm going to go back in with Creep on that angled liner brush and use it to cover up the lash band so our fake eyelashes aren't super noticeable. Okay, so now it's time to highlight. I'm using my all-time favorite concealer, MAC Pro Longwear in NC20, and I'm also going to use this to clean up any fallout and neaten up my eyeshadow as well. So I'm just doing the usual triangles under my eyes, on my forehead, my chin, and a little bit around my mouth too. Then I'm going in with that damp Real Technique sponge again to blend it all out. Then I'm going in with the Makeup Forever HD powder on a Real Technique setting brush, and I'm just going to pat this on everywhere we put the concealer. This is just to make sure that the concealer doesn't crease and that it's going to last all day. Then I'm going to switch to a larger powder brush and set the rest of my foundation as well. So back to our eyes, I'm taking Sidecar again on a pencil brush, and I'm going to pack this all over the first half of my lower lash line to open up my eyes. Then I'm taking Buck and smudging this along my lower eyelashes to balance everything out and also tie in the lower lash line with the rest of our eyeshadow. Then to complete the eyes, I'm just adding a few coats of mascara to my bottom eyelashes. So I didn't think this through and decided to do my face paint now. I'm just dipping the end of a small brush into some white face paint that I got for like $2 at one of those discount stores where everything's super cheap. Then I'm placing a dot next to each eye, and this is going to be the middle of our flowers. Then I'm also going to do some dots up along my eyebrows, and I kept going from side to side just to make sure that they look even. So after I've done about 7 dots on each side, I'm going in with the face paint on a teeny tiny liner brush to clean up some of the dots that came out a little bit wonky. Then I'm going to paint on the petals and try to make them look as even as possible, which is a lot harder than it looks. Now to add a bit of colour, I'm going over some of the flower with a yellow face paint. If you have a good quality face paint, you could probably just use the yellow straight up, but seeing as mine was super cheap, the yellow isn't very pigmented, so I needed to use the white paint first as a base. So I'm just adding the yellow to the centre and then the outer half of the petals, like so. And obviously you guys can use whatever colour you want to go with your outfit. Yellow just reminded me of daisies and also matched my flower crown. Now it's time for some contouring, so I'm using Hoola by Benefit Cosmetics on a MAC 109 brush and sculpting out my cheekbones and jawline. I do have a dedicated video on exactly what I do to contour, which I can link in the description box below for you if you want to see it. Then for blush, I'm using Luminoso by Milani on a Real Techniques blush brush. Now this and blush is where things get tricky and why you should definitely do your face makeup first and then the face paint. I'm using MAC Soft and Gentle to add a nice sheen, and I'm applying this carefully so I don't touch the face paint down the center of my face and on my cheekbones. Then finally for lips, I'm going to fill them in with the Indulgent Lip Base Pencil by Sigma. Then I wanted to add a bit of gloss, so I'm going over the top of it with the NYX Butter Gloss in Creme Brulee, which, by the way guys, smells amazing. And because this is a music festival look, it's pretty much the perfect excuse to wear a flower crown. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did enjoy it. I love you guys and we'll see you again soon. Bye guys!